Good morning guys, and Billy here from the Wood Junkie Tool Labs, and I've got another really good tool. Well, I think it's good. We'll put it to the test, won't we? So what have I got for you today? So it's a Lickle file belt sander type thing. Now this one is branded Maxmo, but it was sent to me by Mellif. I don't know why it's got the brand, maybe it's just what it's called in a different country, but this is the cordless version, and it says on it's the model MFBSD01. It's heavy duty, you get a 5-year warranty, it says it all on the box, and it says read the instructions, stay away from damp components, stay away from a fire source, wear earmuffs, wear glasses and wear a mask. We'll get into that when we sort of look in. So we'll just a quick look around the box. I will have to ask them why it's branded Maxmo, because that really sort of interests me and intrigues me. But this is for the DeWalt battery platform. So if anybody knows, I like this brand Mellif, and I'm really impressed with them. I did a review last time on the Barrel Grip Jag Jigsaw, and this is another one that was sent out to me free of charge. But I am under, there's no illusion. If I think it's rubbish, you'll be getting told that. This is the model MFBS D01, battery voltage DC 18 to 20 volts, belt speed 260 to 630 m/minute, belt size 13 times 457 millimeters. So, without further ado, let's get it on the bench and let's get it opened. Right, let's get into it and see what we've got in the box. Like I say, this brand Mellif, Maxmo, but it's Mellif. The stuff is genuinely really good. So you've got instructions, you've got, I think it's some sort of adapter, you've got some, whoa, you've got a load of spare belts there. There's quite a lot in there. Get it out of the box. Just make sure there's nothing else in the box. No, nothing else in there. So just put that to one side. And let's have a look at the tool itself. Right, okay. So as you can see, it's got power control, speed control here. This will be for your tension to get your belt on and off. I should imagine, now I've never used one, but we will try it when I power it up. This will be probably for your tracking. I've not had a look through the instructions yet, and I'm just having a look if there's any sort of dust control on it, which that seems to want to clip over something. I will have a look in the instructions for that. I mean, it's provided, so it is for something. So let me go and get a battery and let's fire it up and just see what it's actually like. Just quickly mention the belts. So you've got 3 80 grits, and you've got an 80 grit in there actually on the machine, so that's 4. You've got 3 40 grits and 3 120 grits, so you've got a good starting sort of setup there for you. Right, so quick brief look round here. You got your trigger, and you've got you press that in, press your trigger. It ain't got like a lock, but you just got to press that in like a bit of a safety thing to get it on. But it ain't got like a locking thing, so you're gonna have to keep your thumb or actually on the trigger. So it looks, the head here looks like it's aluminium or some kind of steel, but to me it looks like aluminium. You've got plastic levers, plastic trigger switch, the body's plastic, seems like a decent quality plastic. Speed control will come to that, and you've got some rubberized sections, rubberized grip there, all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to put my biggest battery on, which is a 5 amp battery, and in the end it feels really nice, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel It's not heavy at all, nowhere near as heavy. So this is intended for dry use, so don't use it like wet and dry, all that kind of stuff. It's for dry use. If you're going to use it like for sharpening sort of metal, spade ends, that kind of stuff, please make sure you're in an area where you're safe and sparks can't make fires anywhere, that kind of stuff. Woodworking, there's loads of uses for woodworking, sanding down edges, carving. I'd use that for sort of carving. I've got a few projects in mind where I'm going to use this. So there's loads of uses, but let me know in the comments, guys, to let other people know what you'd actually use that for. Right, let's test the how loud it is. Not loud at all. Not loud. See, I'm having to hold that. I wish they'd have like a locking thing. Not a locking, but it's a cheap tool at the end of the day. The tracking on that is absolutely spot on out the box, but I am going to change the blade, so I'll run you through that. Speed control. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goes up to number 6, so you've got 6 speeds on that. It feels nice in the hand, it really, really does. You know, if you just sort of, you know, like, you could use this to sort of, you know, like lap joints and all that, getting in, just smoothing it out. There's tons of uses. It's going to be one of them tools, I think, that you'll get quite a lot of use out of it. You know, with them tools you think, oh, I'm never going to use it, and once you start using it, you'll use it all the time. But let's see, because I'm going to do an updated review on this in about 3 or 4 months' time, because it's unfair. I'm just showing you out the box what the tool is and what the quality looks like. So, good quality. It's not a big brand name tool, but it does take this DeWalt battery. Now, I know Mellif do like tools for other battery platforms like Makita, Milwaukee, Bosch. Go and have a check on the website, see if you're on them platforms, whether they do this tool for you. I'm not sure. You'd have to go and check on the website. And in the description down below, there's a 15% off code off if you go and buy anything off the Mellif website using my code. I don't get any money from that. I don't want any affiliate kickbacks, because I want to bring you truthful reviews. So that's the way it is. But initial thing, yeah. So let's change your belt and let's get some file sanding done. Right, let's change your belt. So take the battery off. You don't want to be filing your fingers away. This lever here, I've not looked to see how this is done, so it's sort of self-explanatory. So that is an 80 grit that's come off, and I am going just to pop on there a 120 grit. Hang on, let's get you in there. Let's get you in there. That's a bit tight. It is tight, but I've got it on. So you might just have to, a little bit of jiggery pokery to get it on, and then retension it. So that's a bit tricky to get on there. What you got to do when you put it on, make sure you push it right back, get the tension on. So what I'm going to do now, number 1, and then I'm going to do the tracking. Right, so I've got it on number 1. The tracking's okay on that, but you turn this knob here, if your tracking's out, this knob here, just back and forward, you can see it move there, and I'll just come back and I'm just bringing it back. And now, just need a bit more. And that's about right. So that's your lever. What I would say there, just putting the belts on, make sure they are tight So make sure you push that right down, because what I did is when I put it on and I turned it on first time, it wasn't moving, but the belt wasn't seated back on the, you know, the runner down the bottom here. So I thought there was something wrong with it, but it's not. It was just the way I done it, sort of thing. But yeah, you just make sure it's seated correctly. Just clamped down an off-cutter wood here. I've got, this was a bit of 4x2 that I cut down to like a 4cm by 4cm piece. I'm just going to do a little bit of filing just to see sort of how it goes through it with a 120 grit. You know what, for breaking an edge or something like that, that's fantastic. But, you know, for carving, all that kind of stuff, let's turn it up to, I had it on number 4 there, let's turn it up to 6. Yeah, I'm not good at carving or anything like that, so please, I do apologise. So let's put a rougher 40 grit on. Let's get that belt off. And like I say, when the belts are new, they're really tight. So just make sure, if you have a look there, you seat it right in like that. And then come back up, tension on, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly check the tracking. So battery on, I'm going to turn it down to number 1 because I don't want it flying everywhere. And let's have a quick look. That's okay, but if it was going back or forward, you'd adjust it here. I've put a 40 grit in, just let's see what I can do with that. You know, if you want to texture wood, all that kind of stuff, seems all right. And I'm sure you could run one of them rubber sticks over to clean the sort of dust off, you know, what builds up in there. Do you know what? That's given me some real good ideas for some projects I want to do. That it really has. Watch this space. That is really handy. I'll bring the camera in just to show you what I did with there, which literally took 2 seconds. So as you can see there, just a little use, just like carved in a little notch. I know it's rough as a bear's arse, but you get me drift. Some sort of texture in there you can do, different grits of paper if you're a bit more skilled with it, that kind of thing. But like I say, let me know in the comments what you use it for. But as a tool, an handy little tool, I think that'll come in useful, and it's going to be, I'm going to keep it, addition to me sort of little woodworking arsenal I'm building up. See if I can zoom that in for you so you can see that. But yeah, all in all guys, I'm pleasantly surprised at it. Right, so my verdict, as with everything, I'm going to do a follow-up review in a good couple of months' time after I've had a chance to use it properly. I need to work out what the dust extraction is. I know that little port, wherever I've put it, here goes onto something, but there's nothing in the instructions to tell me where. But other than that, the instruction booklet's really good. The build quality seems good. I just need to make sure you wear a mask. That's the main thing, like with any tool really. But would I sort of rate it if it's something you want for like doing carving, little notching out, breaking over corners, maybe inside grooves where you can't get sandpaper in, that kind of thing? It'll come in really handy. I'm going to use it. You'll see me using it. Yeah, let me know what you think on this little unboxing review and little initial use. And if you've got one of these, please let me know. You might have another branded one, but I'm sure that this, price-wise, compared to the bigger brands, this works out a lot cheaper, and it's cordless as well. It doesn't say whether it's brushless or not. I'm assuming it's brushed, but I'll have another look through the instructions and I'll put it down. Any further information I find out about it, I'll pop it into the description. So guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. This is a new channel. This is the offshoot channel from my woodworking channel, where I can show you tools on here, so it's not getting bogged down too much with tools on my Sunday build video channel. So please do subscribe, help the channel grow, because you're going to get fair, honest reviews off me. Like I say, I can't really review it. It's not really a review yet until I've used it for a couple of months. But initial use, out the box, everything I like about it, price-wise, yeah, seems good. I just need to find out why it's called Maxmo. But I know that it is a Mellif because they sent it with the other tool they sent me. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And let's get on to the next one. I'm going to start going filing the house now.